Okay, so just want to show everybody how important it is to my. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Katie, don't knock it down. Katie, come on. So I want to show everybody how my horses. Okay, so they just came in. They've had their grain. Now they're all nibbling on their hay, and my horses expect me to come in and visit with them. So I'm going to just kind of go through every stall and show you how important these little bits of time are to my horses especially, but I know your horse would appreciate the little bit of time you would offer them. So what Katie's going to do is she's going to either back up to me because she said, oh wait, that was pretty nice, how about you do some more of that? Or she's going to turn around and come to me with her face, and then she's going to show me her front legs. She likes to do kind of a slow motion Spanish walk to let me know she'd like to be scratched. So I'm just going to kind of wait here and let her sort out whether or not she, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Sort out how she wants to engage with me. Trust me, she's just uncertain as to why I'm actually in here and not doing anything with her. You can't block the whole camera with your big butt. You can't block the whole camera. So she's gonna come sideways. You can't block the whole camera with your big butt. I know, your pretty feet, but I know. All right, here, don't block the camera with your big butt. Come here. I know, pretty feet. Pretty feet. I know, okay. You want to show you, see. Okay, I'm going to show us your pretty feet. Show us your pretty feet. Okay, I'm going to come visit. So she was a little confused as to why I was avoiding her. But, so what Katie does, is she loves her love. And one of the things she really loves is her armpits behind her elbow. She loves having that scratch, her girth area. So when I'm done scratching right there, what she's going to do is she's going to put her front feet up in the air to ask me to do it some more. There's one. There's the other. She loves. So I have kind of a policy that I don't go in my horses' stalls. So like I meet my horses at the door to be haltered. I don't go in their stalls to halter them. If I come in their stalls, it's because I'm coming in as a nice guest. I rarely go in their stalls for anything other than to be a good guest. I don't come in to get them. I don't come in to interrupt them. I don't come in to do things to them. Unfortunately, yes, often the vet wants to do their stuff in the stalls, and I am having to ask my horses to meet me at the door, and then I have to ask them to let the vet in the stall. But for the most part, I try very hard not to make their stalls anything but their private space. I think it's important that they all get their private space. That's why I don't do I don't do field board, I don't do rough board, because I think it's important that they all have a safe place to lay down, that they can call their own, and that they feel safe in. So I don't violate their privacy unless I come in as a welcomed guest. And I assure you, she views me right now as a welcomed guest. So let's see if she comes back over here and visits with me with her face, or she's going to back up to me. Katie. We'll give her a little scratch between her thighs here and see if she's itchy there. Okay. Now, Katie also loves her face loved on, but not today. So when her ears are cold, she does not care for her ears being touched. She's asking in every way she can think to ask me to visit with her, and I'm avoiding her because I'm hoping that we could do a better camera view of her, not just her butt. So chances are she's just going to keep bringing her butt to me, but I know. She's like, I don't understand why you are not petting me. so maybe if we move this over here, we can give a better idea. I know. She's like, why aren't you petting me? This isn't making any sense to me, Mommy. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, now we got a lot of light glare. Okay, so I'm gonna leave her. I'm gonna go visit with somebody else. Say hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. My name is Katie. And I'm a big love. And then she's funny because now, watch, she won't let me leave. She's gonna keep trying to love on me. Oh, she's a good girl. Nope, I'm gonna leave. You gotta go back in there. Good girl. So, let's see. Let's go visit with Bentley. So again, I come in and ask for a visit. Bentley has already come over and said, please scratch me. So unfortunately, we're getting these window glares. Yeah, I know. Let's see if we can. Ooh, that's not bad. So Bentley, he wants me to scratch him right where the wither protector has been. I know. And he'll adjust himself. So if I go farther back or down his back and that's not where he wanted to be scratched, he'll rock back and ask me to get into a different spot. So see, like, I guess I'm not in the right spot, so he's gonna say, no, that's wrong. Right? And he should follow me around the stall as well. No, leave it. It's not secure there. Yeah, I'm in here to spend some time with you. You have to bring me your body. What do you think? See, I don't normally spend a lot of time making them try to figure out what I'm doing in here, because usually I just come in and I act like a good guest and spend some quality time with them without really making them have to figure out what I'm doing. So you're just taking a second to figure out how to come back over here and ask me to love on him. I know. So what he's gonna do, and I just kind of try to get it, he's gonna come a little sideways towards me because he wants me to get his withers. I'm confusing him a little bit because I'm asking him to ask. So let's see if he comes. He knows where he wants me to scratch him, so now he's gonna ask me. Yeah. And he should bring his front end over towards me. You can come. He's asking, but he's not certain. So we're gonna give him a chance. You're right. You can ask. I'll do it. Just bring me the part of you that you want scratched. Yep, you're right. So he's thinking about it right now. It's all on his shoulders. He wants so bad to get that extra step closer to me, but he's not sure if he's being respectful by coming closer to me because we have personal. Here we go. I know. So he's taking baby steps because he's not sure if he's gonna be in trouble for asking. So I'm just gonna let him know. So now that I've let him know, if I step away now, he should be fine bringing him. Now he knows that that's what I'm here for. He's still taking baby steps though. He's so polite. You're so polite. Oh, I was too far back. I'm sorry. Okay, now he should easily bring himself over because still kind of baby steps, but he's still asking nice. He's still asking nice. So if I go to leave him, he'll probably look back at me like, why'd you leave? Let's see what he does now. If you don't know your horses, I don't recommend you go standing behind them, but see what he says. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. So so he doesn't get completely out of the camera, I'm gonna just position myself to where you can still see him. Yep. So he's asking. By him tipping his head towards me, he's asking. And now his body's gonna get involved. He's gonna take that step closer. Good boy. Yes. So he asked twice with his face, and then he knew that I wasn't gonna say no, so he offered me the part of him that he wants me to scratch. So now if I step away, he'll ask, then he'll look ahead, and then he'll step towards me. Good. Again, he's going to ask with his face, step towards me. He's a good boy. Yeah. That's all the visiting we're going to do with Bentley. I'm just going to do easy, easy, sweetie. It's okay. I know. It's okay. You overreacted. It's okay. Yeah. They got warm this morning, so he wasn't sure why I touched his face. He's a big head. He loves his head hugged, so for him, that's reassurance that he's okay. Right, you like your face hugged. Your face hugged? No, he wants his wither scratched. He's like, no, I'd rather my wither scratched than my head hugged. Can I hug your head one more time? No, you could scratch my withers one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's it, sweetie. Okay, so that's Bentley. This is our evening routine. Bentley doesn't even belong to me, so I do this with everybody. The horses are mine or not. This is Tyson. Let's visit with Tyson. Let's see if we can. So, is that going to be a problem with the light? Yeah, it's going to be a problem. I know Tyson. I'm making Tyson nervous. Tyson's my scaredy cat. So it's easy to make Tyson nervous. Okay, so I'm going to step out of the way here and see if Tyson takes an interest in me. Now, mind you, he's my scared horse. So I'm going to let him know that you know what? I'm going to let him ask me what I'm doing in here. Because I'm standing back, and again, they got worm this morning, so they're all a little suspicious of me. I'm going to go ahead and just see if he comes over and asks me why I'm in here. Because, again, I normally just come in and interact with them. I don't normally come in and say, ask me why I'm here. They usually know why I'm here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and tell him why I'm here. I'm going to give him a little belly rub. And then I'm going to move back to where I just was. So first let him know that I'm approaching him because he's a little jumpy. Like I said this morning, he got wormed, and he's one of my horses that could really not enjoy being wormed. So we're going to go ahead and let him know that this is why I'm here. I'm not here to do anything bad. And let's see if dinner wins over me. So far it's winning. But let's see. You really don't trust me? So Tyson really might not trust you. Oh, wait. So he's going to tap me on the shoulder with his chin to say, okay, I really kind of liked that, so would you do that again? Good boy. He likes his belly rubbed. So I'm going to stand where he can kind of get backed up a little bit, and then he'll tap me on the shoulder, and that will be his way of asking me again. But I'm going to kind of stay in his way and see if he navigates around me. He's going to need to back up to tap me on the shoulder, so we're going to wait for that because he's got to back up to get in the right position. The way he asks is he taps me on the shoulder, so I'm going to just wait for him to establish the right position and see if he asks me again to scratch him. He's trying to figure out if he can ask from the position he's in, but he doesn't have a good angle. So while he's figuring that out, we're just going to wait. He'll figure out that he needs to back up. We just wait. We're here to visit, but we're going to have a conversation that makes sense to both of us. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stay kind of in the wrong position, see if he'll back up and ask, because again, he's not in the right position to properly ask me. He's trying, but I'm not going to respond because he's asking me from my back. But I'm not going to respond because that's not exactly how we do this. So I'm just going to see if he figures out that he needs to back up and ask me from a different position. Again, my conversation with him is just kind of on hold until he figures out how to communicate more clearly with me what he'd like. I always offer them a black and white relationship, and I expect him to offer me the black and white relationship as well. So he'll back up another step, and then he'll get the right position to tap me on the shoulder. That was my pony. My ponytail scared him. Yeah, my ponytail scared you. Ooh, we get an armpit deal today, huh? That's good stuff. All right, I bet you'll back up now. Nope, you need to back up. Nope, yeah, it's not good enough. Nope, that's not good enough. Nope, that's not good enough. I don't want him to do it any harder. I want him to figure out that he's just not asking the way we normally do this, and he's going to need to back up first. And I'm not going to tell him to back up. Like, I'm not going to instruct him to back up. I'm just going to wait for him to figure out that he needs to be in a different position for this to be an effective communication. And the trick to get conversations like this going with horses is to find a really nice spot like that, like the underarm, and then to let them tell you that you haven't satisfied that itch yet. Okay, so he's being a little too close to my head. Tap me on the shoulder. There you go. There you go. But he says, ooh, my armpit's pretty good. My armpit's pretty good today. I'm good with that today. Yeah. You like that today? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave him be. Go to the next one. Good job. So, that's Tyson. I'm just kind of keeping this rolling. It's going to be kind of more like a podcast today. Oh, he says, don't leave. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I want more. I want more love. Oh, he loves breath. Oh, that's a good thing. He's a perfect example of a horse that if you just talk into their nose, like people, I don't know who came up with the, oh, you should blow in their nose. No, I'm not going to do anything. If you just talk, if they put their nostril up to your mouth and you just talk, that's what they like. They don't want you to blow hard into their nose. That's not communication to them. Okay, I'm closing the door. I'm closing the Okay, so the next one is my boy Ritz. Let's see what Mr. Ritz has to say. Okay. Woo. Let's see, how can we do this? Put this back here. So Ritz likes to hug. So I'm going to see if he asks me, what am I doing here? I've already been in here once, so that's what gave me the idea. I got hay on my shirt. That gave me the idea to do this with you guys because he's already had my visit, so we'll see if he likes that I've come back. Can I get the hair out of your face? So how Ritz asks me to engage with him is he'll give me a hug. That's not really it, but that was a lot nicer than his hug. I kind of like, ooh, don't step on my foot, bud. I kind of like that better than his hug because it was a little more polite. Oh, you guys can see his funny faces he makes. And then if he really likes it, he'll come back and give me a back massage. He'll reach around and offer me a back massage. If I get the right spot. That could be one of a good spot right there. So now, if I quit now, he's gonna, if I stand like this, he's gonna grab me from behind and pull me in. I want him to back up and get a better angle on me, so I'm going to wait until he does that. Because again, I'm standing deliberately on a bad angle from him. Or he might initiate just grooming the back of my neck. He does that sometimes, but let's see if he figures out that he needs to get in a different position. Now he should be able to hug me. I know, look at that, that's the camera. Oh. No, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, you'll knock it down. Ritz, leave it. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here. Okay. He's not in much of a hugging mood today. Massaging my leg. Let's see if he hugs me now. He's being much more polite. I can't be mad at him for not really pulling me in like he usually does because he gets himself quite carried away. Oh, you want your shoulders done, okay. Okay, here, right there. Right there. He's such a smart boy. Oh, right there's good, huh? What if I stop doing that? I actually caught on video the day he discovered how to tell me he likes being scratched. Because I was sitting down on the tub and I scratched his chest. Well, when I stopped scratching his chest, he reached around the back of me and asked me to keep doing it. So, oh, everybody's just itchy everywhere, huh? Is that enough? Oh, armpits today for you too, huh? Everybody's elbows itch. How about your belly? No, not so much your belly. You're not hating it, but it's not really where you want it. Ooh, ooh, maybe there. Maybe there. That's not too bad right there. Alright, buddy. I'm done visiting. Okay. I know. Say hi. I know, you being camera shy now? Say hi. Alright, so we're gonna leave here. Often my horses won't let me leave. He's gonna let me leave though. You letting me leave? Huh? Are you gonna let me leave? I love you too. Alright. So, the next guy, he's new to the world here with us. So, he's still trying to figure out whether he likes human contact this way. You know, he's kind of still trying to figure out if he likes visitors. Oh, that's a lot of glare, huh? Alright, let's see. We're going to interrupt his dinner. Hi. Hi. So, let's see. Let's interrupt his dinner and visit with him for a second, see if he likes that. You like the interruption, huh? Let's see. Hi. 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 You want some itchy in any way? Huh? I'm not sure? Okay. I wasn't telling you to leave. I wasn't telling you to leave. So now, like I said, he's still curious, like, why we would come and bother him in his house. So, horses like that, those are the horses you want to spend even more time with. To say, look, this is why I've come. And you hope that they want to engage with you. So like, looking for an itchy spot on him. See if we can find a spot that he says, oh, that's pretty nice. I think I found one. Okay, and see if that gets a, hey, could you do that again? Well, that was a rude way to ask. I don't know if you saw his face. That was a rude way to ask, can you do that again? I didn't really care for that. That was more like a get out of my house kind of thing. So let's see if he figures out that he doesn't need to ask me to get out of his house and he doesn't need to be rude about it. Let's see if he says, oh, wait a minute, you're not so bad. Did you bring food? Okay, so he's still one of those horses that's curious if you have some purpose in here. Now remember, they got wormed today. So he may be like, yeah, I don't really know why you're in my house and not really sure I want to interact with you. So let's see if we can't find a way to make him happy that we're here. Everybody's armpit's been pretty itchy today. Maybe yours aren't. Huh? You're not sure that you want a visitor, huh? So he's kind of an example of a horse that probably just had stuff done to him. He's very, very obedient, and I would say that he's, he's kind of on autopilot in a lot of ways, so I think somebody being in his stall is not unusual to him. However, I don't think that he's ever had somebody in his stall that's just been there to visit with him, meaning like this. Somebody just comes in to say, hey, I'm here to hang out with you, man. I'm going to give you some nice scratches on your belly and see if you want to visit back with me. Penny, don't chew on things. Oh, that's right, she's got to salt it now. So, is there a way we can convince him so he's not sure if he's disliking the sound of the blanket or he's not really liking the scratch? Not sure. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that was a positive, hey, that was pretty nice. Is that really all you're here for? That's kind of what his question was. So let's see if he says that again. So we won't spend a whole lot of time bothering him, if he finds that this is more of a bother than pleasure. I see her on the other side of that too. He sees Penny through the crack. There's itch. There we go, another nice pleasant question. Horses like him, I always almost make it like my mission in the world is to get them to want to come out of kind of their blinder shell and be reactive and interactive and be allowed to have their personality shown to us. Sometimes I think that they learn that it's better to just shut down from humans than it is to try to engage. Kind of keeps them out of trouble, if you will. What do you think, buddy? Huh? You're interested in me getting out of your house maybe, or you want to interact a little bit? Mm-hmm. So the fact that he's choosing a little piece of hay closer to me, that's nice. So we'll go ahead and give him a little bit of a continued reward for that interaction that he, that's maybe as far as he can go with that, Just coming a little closer. Choosing the hay that's closer to me when he's got plenty of hay the other way. So, like in a case like this, is what I strive for is some kind of positive response to being with them, even if it's something as simple as taking one more step towards me but still not engaging with me. If it's looking at me with a positive look on their face, if it's questioning why I'm still here, but in a positive way, if it's, not wanting me to leave, like you see so far all the horses have said as I've tried to leave, don't leave. This one will not do that.